And now from the Federal Capital Territory Administration. On the 3rd of July 2023, there was a building collapse at Plot 956 Lifecamp in Gwarimpa district. The FCT Emergency Management Agency FEMA sprung into action, saving 9 persons affected in the collapse with no loss of lives. The Director General of the agency, Dr. Abbas Idris, appreciated stakeholders for their swift response. The Director Department of Development Control, Mukhtar Galadima, confirmed that the developers were asked to stop building due to alterations, but refusal of the developers to stop had caused the collapse. The Permanent Secretary of the Federal Capital Territory Administration, FCTA, Mr. Olushade Adeshola, assured the general public of thorough investigation and penalizations of the guilty parties.
On the 3rd of July 2023, the FCT Emergency Management Agency sprung to action, saving 9 persons affected in a building collapse at Plot 956 Dape Lifecamp in Gwarimpa district. The Director General of FCT Emergency Management Agency, Dr. Abbas Idris, appreciated stakeholders for their swift response.
You notice that this is a very massive building, and if not for the support of all the stakeholders, especially the FCDA, who have given us all the equipment, plus the equipment used by development control, we wouldn't have finished this operation by now. And I want to use this opportunity to appreciate all the stakeholders, especially the critical ones, like I said, the FCDA, who are always on top of the situation when building collapse occur and other disasters. So based on that, it is something of good to inform you that no life is lost. And by now, I'm sure the necessary investigation will have started so that we unravel the cause of the collapse of this building. And this is for the professionals. And I want to also appeal that we should start sanctioning those who fail to comply with the building codes and the building regulations. So this is what I will appeal to the authority to really insist on, so that the building collapse in the FCT is becoming so rampant now. And we should set an example.
The Director, Department of Development Control, Mukhtar Galadima, confirmed that the developers were asked to stop building due to alterations, but refusal of the developers to stop construction had caused the collapse.
The site we are here is Plot 965 within Dape district. It was designated for a mixed-use development. 965. And then the developers submitted for building plan approval in 2019. And approval was granted in the year 2019 for development of commercial and residential facilities. Yes, on a 3 suspended floor. So, preliminary investigation revealed that somehow along the line in the course of development, there were some alterations and the building was asked to stop until those modifications are integrated in the design. So he was asked to stop. In fact, a test was conducted to determine the integrity of the structure. The consultant advised him personally that please don't do anything on the site.
Addressing newsmen after an assessment of the site, the Permanent Secretary, Federal Capital Territory Administration, FCTA, Mr. Olushade Adeshola, commiserated with persons affected by the incident and confirmed that investigations had commenced and penalties will be invoked on anyone found guilty.
This moment is indeed a sad one for us because we came to witness the evacuation and continuous removal of a collapsed building. When government is approving a project, many factors are considered, amongst which are the economic factors. This site has provided employment for many Nigerians. So when a building collapses, it is not just the collapse of the building, it has brought hardship also to many families. However, from the report we received, we have cause to thank God that no life is lost to this unfortunate incident. The collapse of this building affirms the fact that when you ignore professional advice and counsels, it has a repercussion, and this is what is evident. We were just informed that instructions and notices were served. Stop work. Even the consultant on site advised that no further construction work should be done on this site, but it was ignored. These are preliminary informations being availed of. Going forward, we will have to really go to the root of it to know what happens. But as it is the practice, until further investigation is concluded, the site is permanently closed. A caveat will be placed on the plot so that some efforts are not made either by way of sale or any other transaction.